Hello my fellow humans. I'd like to introduce you to my Patreon page. It has extra videos that you will never see on YouTube and series that will also be exclusive to Patreon. If you would like to burn your eyes out watching even more videos, go to the link in my description. Thank you for your time.
Trying to get it each and every day. I don't care about nothing in my way. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get it each and every day. I'll make it no matter what they say. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get it each and every day. Time for me to set the record straight. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get it each and every day. I promise you can't keep up with my pace. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get it.
How long we gonna be sulking about like some poncy eyeline wearing emo
Putting aside the fact that we stopped making fun of emos and eyeliner about a decade ago, this joke would make more sense if Huey was listening to My Chemical Romance or Panic at the Disco. But he's listening to Billy Joel, so I'm not sure the joke works.
And of course, you completely missed the point. Butcher called Huey emo because he's sulking around, not because he's listening to Billy Joel. I mean, he said that in the clip you played, so how did you miss it?
We'll say, I lost me bottle a little bit when I pumped you one.
Yeah, but losing your bottle, Butcher, would mean you've lost your nerve, or you became scared. I think you meant you lost your head, or you're just terrible at understanding idioms.
That's actually a good sin. Damn, I'm shocked. Take one back.
So, sorry?
Adding a question mark to your apology.
Pointing things out to pad the sin count.
Easy there, Huey. Billy punched you once. You got your free shot back. That's officially settled according to man law. No more hitting unless you want to incur further penalty shots. Huh. Maybe there's a reason women live longer.
Hey, even more padding the sin count. I can't say I'm surprised, but I definitely am disappointed.
Wearing a Spuds MacKenzie shirt in the year of our Lord 2020.
Pointing things out on the screen in the year of, well, actually ever.
Littering. Also, VIP areas in clubs. Am I just sinning them because I've never been invited to a VIP area in a club? Yes, I am.
And yet more padding the sin count and runtime with bullshit that nobody who has half a functioning brain cell wants to hear.
F you, Homelander. You've completely ruined milk for me.
And f you, Discount Jeremy. You've completely ruined TVSins for me.
That is the moment the Seven became the Seven.
Except that there's only 6 of them currently, and they've already had the funeral for Translucent. They couldn't have waited on this pitch until after they filled that 7th spot.
But you just said it. They're going to fill the 7th spot. Why does it matter when they do the pitch? That's a totally arbitrary sin.
But, a little effort would be nice.
That fake-ass laugh.
Excuse me, but I do have 2 sisters.
People who name drop the women in their family when they're accused of being pigs.
People who point things out on the screen when they want to pad the sin count.
Don't f with the money. You never f with the money.
But you can still f on the money, right? My entire life is almost 100% modeled after Indecent Proposal, so...
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture ref. Also, Discount Jeremy makes a cringy sexual joke that isn't funny cliche.
Hey. Is this you?
Hey, is Huey leaving a f***ing voicemail about exposing Compound V on Starlight's phone, which could be used as evidence against Starlight and Huey and get them both killed?
I would agree with you if Huey had said anything about Compound V to Annie, but let's play the scene to see what you purposefully cut from the video.
Hey. Is this you? You did it. We did it. Call me back when you get a chance.
He didn't say anything about Compound V. He purposefully made his message extremely vague so that it couldn't be used as evidence against him. TVSins is trying to deceive you.
Pressing your saliva factory door against someone else's saliva factory door without explicit consent.
Pointing things out on the screen without saying anything of value.
One goddamn win.
Huey, 2 seconds ago you were saying this was mostly Starlight. You only got upset when Billy didn't pick you up or try to kiss you, so which is it? Is this your win or Starlight's? If it's your win, take the minor compliment from Billy and move on. If it's Starlight's win, then tell Billy to call and congratulate her. But you can't have it both ways. I know I should care about what's going on here, but all I keep asking myself is why are there so many drawers in this room?
Everything wrong with the boys, ladies and gentlemen. A bedroom has a bunch of drawers.
Kenji uses his powers to crush an energy drink can and then uses it to cut through fucking metal chains. And it fucking works.
Because he didn't cut through the metal chains with the can, he cut through the tape that was over his hands in order to give him the freedom to use his powers to break the chains. How can someone who is this stupid even understand the concept of breathing? I feel like it would be too complicated for you.
A stranger is just a friend you ain't met yet.
Yeah, that's what I thought when this guy left his Wendy's chicken nuggets at the table next to me so he could go wash his hands. I figured he was a friend I hadn't met yet, so I took a few. But he wasn't very friendly when he got back and found my face covered in his honey mustard. Long story short, turns out you can go to jail for surprisingly little.
Postmating Papa John's isn't gonna help.
Why would you use a delivery service for a pizza chain that already delivers?
Because he's an idiot? Seriously, how are you struggling this badly to understand the most simple concepts?
Hey, Annie, it's me again.
Leaving a second incriminating voicemail before the girl you stalk can return the first incriminating voicemail you left. Or companies in crisis, dude. Maybe wait an hour before calling again.
Yet more pointing things out on the screen, which is even worse this time because A, you said that the voicemails are incriminating, which they're not, and B, Huey is very clearly going through it right now, which is why he's calling her again. Pay attention.
Being like James Bond and everything.
Why James Bond? The woman you're madly in love with did some awesome spy shit. You couldn't even pick another woman spy to compare her to? Why not Black Widow? Why not the Baroness? Evelyn Salt? Lorraine Broughton?
Because they aren't as well known as James Bond. I mean, Bond is the first spy that almost everyone thinks of when they hear about spy shit.
Not you. Us. 7.
There's still only 6 of them. Is there a compound V formula that can teach people how to count? That might be helpful.
Dude, the 7 is the name of the team. Even though they currently have 6 members, they are still referred to as the 7. How do you not understand this? It's so obvious.
You guys, you are my real family.
Telling your coworkers that they're your family, dude.
Skip.
Did not see that coming from you.
Maybe you don't know me that well.
Maybe I don't.
You literally don't know each other that well. You two have been working together for what, 2 days?
So you agree with what the show just said. My question, therefore, is why did you sin it? You just confirmed that the show was correct and then said it was a mistake. Have you been snorting glue recently?
What world-threatening scenario is the Deep ever actually needed for? Even on the rare chance that bad guys are at sea, Homelander can fucking fly. They didn't need the Deep before he became a PR nightmare. How did he ever make the 7?
Because he was popular? Discount Jeremy is still failing to understand that Vought doesn't actually care about saving people. Jesus Christ, it's season 2. This was all established in the fucking pilot. How do you not get it yet?
I say as funny, and not to mention gross, as this sequence is, it could have been better. I mean, Sharknado gave us a former Beverly Hills 90210 star emerging from the belly of a live shark with a fucking chainsaw in his hand.
Except this is better than that, so I don't see your point. Oh, you're padding the sync count and runtime yet again? Wonderful.
Diabolical.
And not to mention insane, the entire group survived this without snapping their necks or shattering their skulls. Whales aren't filled with pillows, you know?
Discount Jeremy has never heard of whale blubber.
What the f*** are you waiting for?
My second win.
I guess it would have made less sense if Huey had said he was waiting for his Piano Man or his Uptown Girl, but out of all the Billy Joel songs, we're stuck with You're Only Human as the bookended metaphor, and I fucking hate it.
And we're all stuck with you and moaning about completely arbitrary bull, but you don't hear me complaining. Wait, yes you do. Well, at least my complaints are justified.
Chicks, right, Huey?
How does Homelander not hear this group of beating hearts right behind him? We already know he has super senses, so what's blocking them here? Is concrete his new weakness?
You know how you don't tend to hear things until you either focus on them or they become suddenly very loud? Homelander is focused on Huey and Starlight here. He has no idea that the rest of the boys are around the corner, and seeing his heartbeats would still be relatively quiet to him, it makes sense that he doesn't hear them yet.
What exactly was the plan here? You uncuff him, he knocks out Homelander, and then what? You thought the man whose sole goal is to escape would just agree to get back into his restraints.
I mean, Kenji was their only hope to save Huey, so they didn't really have a choice. In other words, they didn't have a plan at all, so what's your point?
Murder.
Pointing things out on the screen. Seriously, why do you think this is good content? You're literally just narrating what we're watching. It's boring and completely unnecessary.
Also, scene does not contain Holly Berry asking the question, do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Discount Jeremy makes it pop culture.
How did Homelander not hear Kimiko sneaking away? And how did Stormfront forget about the second individual with power she was just trying to kill 30 seconds ago?
Wrong. Stormfront didn't forget about Kimiko. She simply assumed that Kimiko was able to escape by now and wasn't worth finding and chasing down. As for Homelander, he's focused on Stormfront here, and I really don't want to repeat the same exact explanation as I had before.
I had no knowledge whatsoever.
Of all the plays to take from the 90s presidential playbook, I'm not sure televised denial was the right one.
Why not? Where's your evidence? What's your line of reasoning? Are you seriously just going to make this claim and then not back it up with anything? Jesus Christ.
I would be equally racist tomorrow.